We gonna try all the home stuff first. You feel me? Home. Okay, I edited my vlog for Whimsical Wednesday. Let's try that again. The last thing that I do I can't talk. So now I have. I wanted to. This is year 5. Listen. Good morning, Whimsically Musical teachers. Yes, I realize most of you are probably like, she would not wear that to school on Monday. She is in workout clothes. This is not Monday. True. However, I failed to film the Good Morning Whimsically Musical teachers during any of my school outfits, so you get this beautiful ensemble as I'm headed to Flying Trapeze training on Saturday. But we're going to pretend it's Monday. It's been a long morning already, getting ready to go. I'm excited to see what this week entails. Oh, who are we kidding? I'm excited for you to see what all occurred in this week. Just, to experience life with me. It was a rough week, but it was good. And I'm just going to let it go over to myself. All right, just got in my classroom for this morning. I have a lot of things to do this weekend. I kind of just had fun and didn't really focus too much on teaching stuff, which is good considering it's like the first weekend of school and I don't need to be immersing myself in school that much yet. However, I have a lot to do. Like, my list is just very, very long, and there's lots of things that I need to get finished and taken care of before I have to test next week for 2nd and 4th grade for my end of the year score. So I'm going to get started and then we'll see what happens next. So 1st grade went really well. I just love that class so much and you get to do so many fun things in there. I also am actually getting better this year at doing more activities per class. So I kind of would have this mentality in my mind that I needed to get through this whole activity in one class, whether it was a folk dance or a rhythm activity or stuff. I'm like, I can't move on until I get it. Or I'd spend so much time on it so I'd only get like 2 or 3 activities done and I just wasn't accomplishing what I wanted to. So now I have set limits on what I want to do. So I also have decided that I'm not going to do every single kid getting a turn for activities like Charlie Over the Ocean, etc. So I only did a couple of kids today, and then I was able to do a song after that and a game before that. And so I did like 7 or 8 activities compared to when I only do 2 or 3. So I need to make sure that I keep doing that and that I keep the pace flowing and like everything going well, because no kid wants to do the same thing for 20 minutes. I don't even want to do the same thing for 20 minutes. So why am I making them do the same thing for 20 minutes? So I just got to figure it out and then, just keep working as I go along. So with 1st grade this week, I'm doing a lot of travel stuff with them. I have this poem on how can we travel, and they get to practice traveling around the room like a boat, a bus, an airplane, all of that stuff. And then we go to the board and we do some vocal explorations, a travel version. So we do all different ones, and they follow up with their voice for practice. And then we stop on a boat and we do A Sailor Went to Sea, which they love so much. That's such a fun song. And then from there, we go to Charlie Over the Ocean, which my babies did in kindergarten last year, right at the end of the year. So most of them remembered it. So it was a fun little review and, like Duck Duck Goose version game of Charlie Over the Ocean. And then we do Highway Number 1 because, we're going back to our cars. So they get to do that. And it has all sorts of fun stuff in it. If you've never done it, then it sings about them traveling through Australia, and then they stop and you have to listen to how you're greeting your friend, whether it's walk and hop or run jump. So you have to pay attention and they have fun. It works on their locomotor skills with them. And then we just practiced a bunch of transitions and rules and like all that fun stuff. But it was a really fun class and I'm excited to move on to 2nd grade. Just finished and they're so great. They're just still so nice at that age, and it was super fun. But I've had some people ask what I do for 2nd grade right now. As for 2nd, we're still reviewing and things, but we started off with just practicing their locomotor motions the same as 1st grade. Like if I play like this, what is that? If I do this, what is that? And so they have to listen and figure out, oh, this is gallop, oh, this is skip, any of that. And then after that, we reviewed their BB Bumblebee song from last year and played the game and then practiced our ta and TT rhythms and all that. I'm getting them ready to add we already added quarter rest. I'm getting ready to add ta with them, which is half note.
Then after that, we also reviewed Soul and Me with that song, and then I added a new Soul and Me song with them that has a new note, but they're not going to learn the new note yet because the note is Do. Bingo Bongolo, which is a fun little jumping game. If you've ever played it, you have 3 kids line up, and at the end of the song, they all jump as far as they can, and whichever one like jumps the furthest wins the round. They eat that game up. And then after that, I played a song for them on recorder, and they had to figure out what song it was from last year, which it was Bow Wow Wow, which we used to learn quarter rest, along with Naughty Kitty Cat. So they actually remembered what song it was and were able to sing it. Oh, we didn't get to the game because like the other ones took a little bit longer, so we're going to do that next class. Well, actually not next class, because next class I have to do my test for 2nd grade. But I think this is going to be a really great year. Like, I'm really excited. Like, I finally feel like this is the year, like, you know? So, I'm ready to go. I feel like this needs to be said again. 24 is way too many children for a kindergarten room. I figured they would add another unit, and they haven't yet, and I'm hoping they will. Their brains just can't handle it, and and they have to go to the bathroom, and this and that, and they tug on your dress, and then you have that one kid that would not do anything I asked them to do. They looked at me like they just didn't understand what I was saying. It's just year 5. Listen! Good morning. It's a beautiful Tuesday. I've actually gotten a lot accomplished already. My desk is already clean. I can actually see it. When I left last night, it was a hot mess. I just, you get to the point where you just don't want to clean anything anymore. I just didn't care. So now it's clean. I've already finished my grades from yesterday, which I know I should have done yesterday. And I have my seating chart ready to go. My lesson plan's ready. Today is my busiest day. I only have 1 block of planning. Well, I have 2, my regular planning, and then 2nd grade, there's no class today. So 2 blocks of planning, 5 classes, maybe pre-K, maybe not. We'll see. And that's all. So I'm going to get started, and I'll see you in a little bit. You know how sometimes you have like super productive days and sometimes you have absolutely not. Yesterday was not at all. Like, didn't get anything done. Left my desk a hot mess. Left the classroom a hot mess, which I never do. I just wasn't feeling it. Today, much better. I've gotten like 10 things already crossed off my to-do list. My to-do list is actually getting smaller for once in its life. You know the drill. You add a million things and then you just never get anything done. But I've gotten my lesson outlines done. I input all of my grades. I printed things that I needed for my curriculum maps. I took pictures of my classroom to put on my blog. I edited my vlog for Whimsical Wednesday. I made my pre-K lesson because my pre-K materials came in last night, but I lost my keys, so I couldn't check the mail. And then when I checked the mail this morning, it said that it was too big, so the apartment managers had it, which means I couldn't get it because they don't open till 7, and I have to leave at 6:30. Story of my life. I lose my keys everywhere I go. Literally everywhere. And you want to know where they were this time? Right under my seat. Yeah. I'm just a hot mess when it comes to that. But I've gotten a lot of things done. I'm excited for the rest of class. I have 5th grade, pre-K, I know, giant shift, lunch, and then 4th and 3rd, I think. So we'll see how today goes. Hey guys, I didn't really get to talk much today. Today, I'm not gonna lie, was a nightmare. You just sometimes have days where you question why you teach. And, I mean, everyone has it at every school. I'm sure you have rough days. And today was just a really rough day. It's okay. I'm going to survive. But it was rather hard. The fire alarm was pulled in my room today. So that was fun. And it was right during my lunch break. So instead of 30 minutes, I got 10. And today is already my busiest day where I have, like, back to back to back to back to back all day. So that was quite riveting. But other than that, the kids mean well. They do. It just was like a hot mess today. So we're going to start fresh tomorrow. And hopefully this is not how every Tuesday is going to go because I can't do that. But I'll talk more to you tomorrow. But today is done. Happy Wednesday! Just got to my classroom and I have a lot of stuff to do already. I left the classroom, as I told you yesterday, a hot mess. So I didn't realize how messy I left it until I came in this morning. And that is just not like me. I do not like leaving my classroom a mess before I leave. So that will not be happening again today. I'll just have to clean it. I was just donezo. I don't know. It was just one of those days yesterday, as I told you. So today's going to be a much better day. I can feel that it's going to be a much better day. It's going to be a much better day. Please be a much better day.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that has like a dozen post-it notes everywhere you go, and then it's just a hot mess. And under here, I know there's more post-its. Oh, there's another post-it. And then over there, I think I left a post-it. Anyway, I keep writing all these post-its so that I'll remember things, and then I don't even end up getting to do all the things, or I don't remember to do all of the things. I don't know if anyone like has a better way of like how they keep track of what they need to do in their life, but if you want to enlighten me, that'd be great.
Whew, today has been fierce, I must say. Second grade was amazing. In kindergarten, they're just still figuring it out. It's the second day, although it's actually the first day that I've had this class because we do kindergarten stagger start. So last week, I only had a kindergarten class on Monday and Wednesday, and so I only had like 5 kids, and then Thursday, they brought their whole class, so I met that class last week, and then I met the other one on Monday, and then the last one today, and those babies are struggling. It's just a struggle. I always forget, like, how vastly they grow up throughout that first year. It's like by the end, it's like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm in school, and I do this, and I do that. At the beginning, it's like, what side's up? What? It's just a struggle. But it's okay. We're gonna power through. Luckily, they're cute at that age, so that helps get me going, but it's still a struggle. Here's something fun we've been doing, though. Today is the sorting ceremony. So what happens is the kid will come up. I'll have the tallest kid in the class. Typically, they'll just hold the hat over the rest of the kids' heads because, as you know, we don't need lice, so they don't need to wear the hat. But they'll hold it over the head, and then I'll have on the computer, I actually have, like, each video is, there's a clip of the actual sorting hat saying Gryffindor, Dumbledore, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw. And I play it on the computer, and then they all get excited, woo, yeah, and they cheer them on, and they go over here, which I have Gryffindor right there, and I have Slytherin over here, and Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. They actually, like, get really excited about that, so I'm super excited to continue to do this sorting ceremony. It may take, like, 5 to 10 minutes of my time, but the kids have really enjoyed it so far, so, you know, I mean, it's all about the kids. Like, the teaching will come. I mean, obviously, I'm still teaching them stuff, like, that's not what I meant, guys. I just meant, like, this is super fun. Man, this second week is hitting me hard. I am just tired and just, I don't know. The first week didn't feel this hard. I don't know. Maybe school's finally kicking in and, like, the kids are just being crazy. But it's okay because we're going to fix it. Good morning. It's Thursday. I know I was a little MIA yesterday. Didn't post that much, but it just went by in a blur. However, before I left, I did make 4 or 5 parent phone calls. Which is probably the most I've ever done. And yes, I've taught for 4 years, but I've been really scared of making parent phone calls. That's just not my favorite thing to do. But I reached 4 out of 5, and they were all very receptive, very responsive, very willing to help and like tell me. Some of them gave me strategies that I could use with their kids. Some of them didn't know what to use because, you know, they just didn't know. They're still figuring it out. So that was super helpful. And I feel like the kids are starting to respect me more because they know I'm actually calling. So other than that, I'm just gonna drink some more water and get started on planning, which I just posted today, my classroom reveal on my website, www.whimsicallymusical.com. So you should give it a check because that's what you should do. Hello! Today I busted out the ukulele and I sing this to my little kindergartners when they walk out the door. You know Good Morning from Singing in the Rain, because my mom used to sing this to me when I wake up. I only sing a little bit of it, so I'm working on it, but I have. Good morning, it's time to face the day. Good morning to you. Good morning, it's time to make music. Good morning to you. And then I just do other stuff, like I'll say like their names, like, you know, hello Susie, blah, 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 all that stuff, but it's super cute. Whew, I am tired, but today was a good day. I didn't have that many classes, and Thursdays are a pretty good group of kids, so it was very, like, good to go. And I sent some letters home with parents. I sent home a beginning of the year letter that says all of my rules and my expectations for the year, and this year art was on the back side, and then I made this little contact sheet, which I think I have a copy of all of it. Yeah, so yeah, that's my little newsletter, and it says on here the school-wide expectations, my music rules, rewards and consequences in my room, my grading policy, and music donations, because if you want to donate to my room. And then it's art on the back, and she basically did the same exact thing, and then this is the contact form that PE did, but the PE teacher moved, so I took it, and so it basically says their name, their parent contact information, and all that stuff, because what's on Skyward, our grade book system, the numbers hardly ever work. And so this way I have multiple ways of reaching parents, and I'm excited to use this when implementing phone calls, like I have a phone call to make right now. Got my pre-K curriculum. So I have to teach pre-K this year, and I haven't taught it in like 3 years, and I never really had a curriculum for it, or at least one that I didn't like. So I got the Music Play by Denise Gagne one, which literally comes with like all the songs and activities and everything. And then I also got the CD, and it has projectable stuff and PDFs, and also I get an online subscription to Music Play for 3 months, which I didn't know about, which is super exciting because I'm totally going to use it for all the other things. But I can't wait. Pre-K is going to be a blast.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, partying, fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Now we're driving on the highway.
All right, sorry. I just had to have that intermittent dance break. But it is Friday. It's my easiest day. I only have 3 classes. I have a lot of planning, and that's really good because I have an ear infection and I can't hear in my right ear pretty much at all, which is kind of unfortunate. And I don't know when I'm going to be able to go to the doctor for that, because tonight I have flying trapeze training, and then tomorrow I have trapeze training in the morning, and then a circus performance in the evening, and then the next day I have church, and then a circus performance in the afternoon, and then I have a birthday dinner for my husband's dad, or my father-in-law, duh. Anyway, so it's quite unfortunate, and I'm going to try some home remedies when I get home. I heard garlic oil helps, or even olive oil, or putting a warm bag of like salt and water on there. So I don't know if this happens to anyone else, when you're like, okay, we're gonna move on to this next activity, and then a kid raises their hand and says, Miss Barton, and we do that one activity, and they name an activity that they've done in the past, or they try and name an activity they've done in the past, and they're just explaining it, and it's taking forever and ever, and then you have someone say, I didn't like that one, and they're all like, yeah, and then they're like, oh, but I liked this one, and then they just keep going back and forth, until finally I'm like, oh, I am the teacher, I choose the songs, and they're just like, okay, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, guys, but this is getting out of hand. I love you all, but please shut up. I don't know. That could just be me, but I figured someone else might know what I'm going through.
If you liked this video, please put some comments down below, or give it a nice little thumbs up, or you can even subscribe. I hope to see all of your beautiful faces some more. And if they're, like always, if there's something you liked, like, comment, tell me things that you want to see, all different sorts of things, because I just want to know what you would like to see on this music blog. But I'm having a really great time getting to film it for you all. And like I said one more time, if you want to subscribe, I'll see you later.